All right, good morning. Certainly appreciate everybody being out here today. This is a beautiful day, and it's the start of just a great era for the Lynchburg Police Department and for the city of Lynchburg. As many of you have heard former Lynchburg Mayor Jimmy Bryan say, it is a great day to be alive in the city of Lynchburg, and I really believe that. This is an awesome project, one that has been a long time in the making, and we're just really happy to be here. I just want to thank everyone. Today we're going to be beginning a long-awaited project that, when complete, will move your Lynchburg Police Department and our community into a new era for local law enforcement and community engagement. Demolition on this site will begin shortly in order to prepare it for a new state-of-the-art public safety facility that we can all be proud of. As I mentioned, this is a project that is many years in the making and will serve the citizens of Lynchburg for many years to come. There are several people I'd like to thank before we hear from a few of our distinguished guests. A huge thank you first and foremost, and you'll hear from several of them, to Lynchburg City Council members for their willingness to fund this project. We absolutely recognize there are a lot of other additional needs in our community, and we sincerely appreciate your commitment to public safety. A sincere thank you to our city manager, Bonnie Severchek, whose passion for this project has brought us here today. Quite simply, without her vision and commitment, we would not have overcome the many challenges we have faced up to this point and any we may face as we move forward. Once this project is complete, we will without a doubt transmit this city not only not less, but greater and more beautiful than it was transmitted to us. Thanks are also in order for several other city staff and departments for helping us get here. Deputy City Manager Reed Wodica, Chief Financial Officer Donna Witt, and the budget team who worked tirelessly to ensure this project not only remained on the capital improvement plan, but that there was a realistic funding plan for its completion. Public Works Director Gaynell Hart, Principal Engineer Dee Dee Connor, Procurement Manager Stephanie Suter, LPD Deputy Chief Mark Jamison, who've all worked hard behind the scenes as a part of this project team over the last year or so to get us here. I know I've driven all of you completely crazy during this time, but it's great to see the fruits of your labor becoming a reality today. And I see Chuck back there laughing, saying I probably drive him crazy too. I get it. I would like to also recognize City Attorney Walter Irwin, Community Development Director Kent White, Water Resources Director Tim Mitchell, and their respective staff for the various roles they have played in keeping this project moving forward. You know, as a very simple-minded police officer, to me, it's we've got a piece of property, bring a bulldozer up here, knock it down, and build something new in its place. I've quickly learned through many people kind of putting the reins on me that it doesn't quite happen that way, Ryan. You actually have to go through a lot of steps to make that happen, and all those people I've mentioned are very, very integral in making sure that that is taking place. So as I'm sure you've noticed from my comments, partnerships and collaboration drive projects like this, and I'm proud to say that we have another great partner in Greater Lynchburg Transit Company. The assistance of GLTC General Manager Brian Booth and his staff were instrumental in getting the ownership of this property transferred to the city at no cost. And if you didn't hear me say that, the city did not pay a penny for this property through the hard work of a lot of people in city government and with GLTC. And that undoubtedly saved the city hundreds of thousands of dollars in land acquisition costs, which have helped make this project become a reality. Finally, I'd like to recognize all of our LPD officers and professional staff, and equally as important, all of our LPD retirees. I know at least, I'm sure I'm going to miss somebody. That's the challenge with naming people, but I know I see two former police chiefs, Chuck Bennett, who actually hired me when I was a young officer a few years ago, and Park Sneed as well. So I appreciate, gentlemen, both of you being here. Thank you. I know you might have thought this day may never come, and here we are today, so we're very happy, and I know you are too. Our LPD family is strong and deserves a new home. This building is going to be a great facility, a great home, that we can all be proud of. The men and women of the LPD have provided exceptional service to our citizens for more than 214 years. This new facility will serve as a multiplier in providing even better service to our community as we continue into the 21st century. I am proud to be a member of this great organization and the city. Just remember, we are the LPD, we are your partners, and we are your protectors. So as we start to move forward now in this ceremony, I'm going to call forward a few folks from council. When we get done with that and everyone's done making their remarks, the plan is we are inviting everybody that's here. We've got a bunch of sledgehammers. We've got some hard hats and safety glasses to make sure that everybody's safe. Everybody will get a chance to to post some photographs for that. So everyone that is here is welcome, regardless of who you are or where you're from. This is truly a community project, and we want everyone here to be involved and engaged in that. I did try and get through countless attempts the authorization to drive this thing and actually knock something down, but I was told the city does not have nearly enough insurance to cover what I might do with that once I get in there. So we do appreciate everyone being here, and at this time I'd like to ask our Mayor, Trinae Tweedy, to come forward with a few comments.
Thank you, Chief Zudema. And I'd also like to ask that all of our council members who are present to come forward with me at the podium. It is truly a great day in Lynchburg, and I am honored and thrilled that we are here today finally. It's been a lot of conversation, a lot of meetings, a lot of planning. So I can't say much more behind what the chief has already said other than it takes 7 to approve this type of project. It takes 7 to believe in the investment in public safety and public infrastructure in our city. And we realize that sitting right here in the heart of this community, it will be an asset, not only to service delivery across the city, but to all of our residents who will walk by it, who will understand the future investment being made here on this corner. And to repurpose a building that could have sat for a longer amount of time is tremendous. Also, I just want to say to the Lynchburg Police Department, staff, officers, to all of those who are part of delivering that public safety in our community. I went to a conference in another state, and they had a tour. It was one of the tours on that conference that week that toured the new police facilities in that community. And the embracing of the facility and the officers by the community, the investment that they were proud of because they made a choice to support the environment in which our officers should thrive in, and then came back here to a tour of the facilities that I had no idea, and I'm sure a couple of other council members didn't, that our officers had been subjected to for a number of years. Multiple buildings, just spaces that were not representative of the professionalism that's demonstrated by our public safety and police department. And so I made a commitment that evening that we toured that we need to give you all a new facility. So I am just overwhelmed by being here and thankful for your patience in allowing us to provide this opportunity and to get the citizens behind this opportunity of investment in our city. So I am going to allow other council members to have a say, and I'll step back.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Turner Pero, representing the Ward 4 on Lynchburg City Council. And, you know, Chief Zudema, you're exactly right. It's a beautiful day in Lynchburg, and it's a beautiful day to tear down a building. I'm in the construction business. I'm a professional engineer, and this is the day that professional engineers live for, when you actually stop putting pen to paper and actually get some work done. So this is the start of a long process. It's going to take a while to get this done because we've got to do it right. We've got to absolutely do it the right way. And we've got to do this so correctly because it's an investment, just like the mayor said. It's an investment in this site, in our police force, in all the citizens that live in the Lynchburg region. This is going to be tremendous for this whole area. We were talking about this earlier. This is an economic development opportunity for this area in Midtown Lynchburg. I predict when you look around 10 years from now, that will have a completely different look, and that fire will be sparked by this construction. So I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to support this. I'm really excited for what this means for the men and women of the Lynchburg Police Department. Thank you all for your time, and I am really looking forward to taking up a sledgehammer.
Good morning. My name is Sterling Wilder. I'm a City Council representative for Ward 2. I am honored to be here. I welcome you also to Ward 2. We're glad to maintain our police department in Ward 2. If anyone is deserving of a new home, it is definitely the police department. After that tour, I was truly astonished. So I'm so thankful to be a part of history today. It is such a legacy that we are, as the citizens of Lynchburg, we're making today to transform this spot into our new police headquarters. It shows what the community can do when we come together as that village, as all the integral parts from finance to transportation to everybody, all of us coming together to make it work. We're thankful for the police department you're doing in our community, even the great event you had on last night in Diamond Hill, and reaching out to our community. And that's what it's all about, is reaching and touching everyone, every part of our community together. Thank you all for coming today, and thank you, Chief, for all the work you're doing in our community to make Lynchburg a great place to live, work, and play. Bless you.
Well, good morning. I'm Bo Wright. I'm an at-large city council member, and I'm pleased to be with you here today. And I think the chief said it best. The LPD family is strong and deserves a new home. So I know that I'm the last one probably standing between you and this piece of equipment getting going, so I won't stay long, but I just want to thank everybody who had a hand in making this possible. City Council, we had a small piece. This is really city staff. This is the men and women of the Lynchburg Police Department. This is the community's accomplishment, and so I'm excited to be here with you all today. Thank you, Chief.
So that concludes the formal portion of this ceremony. At this time, we're going to kind of transition, and if we can, we'd like to have start out with our council members and our city manager, deputy city manager, any department directors that would like to come up, and we'll get started with that, taking some photos. I'll wait for the sirens. One group of people I did not could probably give enough recognition being here are some of our community partners that are here. And again, at the risk of missing someone, and I apologize if I do, but Pastor James Cam over here to my left, Larry Taylor over here to my left as well. Pastor Cam is in kind of heads up One Community, One Voice. Larry Taylor is a member of our Community Policing Advisory Group, and both of these folks are integral members of the success that we enjoy as a police department here in the community. So I am literally giddy up here, to be honest with you. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve that knows the presents are coming tomorrow morning, and I just can't wait to get up next morning and open them up. And I know it's not next morning, as it's been said. It's going to be a little while, but this is the first step in it, and we are committed, and the community's committed, and council is committed, and I just can't thank everyone enough. This is absolutely a complete team effort all the way around the city, and I can't wait for the day that we can get the great men and women of our department into this building and give them a home they deserve. So thank you all for being here. We'll kind of transition in just a second and get folks coming up here. Everyone's willing to stay around as long as you'd like, take photos, we'll get some video, and I'm still working on getting a chance to drive this thing. So thank you so much for being here.
There you go.
Feels good.
Good. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Come on in. Shrapnel got it everywhere.
All right, double tap. Come on, Bonnie.
All right, Bonnie, go ahead.
Yeah, let's Bonnie take it.
Yeah. All right. All right, go ahead.
Here we go. One, two.
All right.
All right.
That's Bill. Oh, that's a good hit.
Whoa.
Like, come on, light tap. Yeah, everybody.